Hi everyone, my name is Rezki. I'm a student of English education and this video is for English debate and critical speaking assignment. Ladies and gentlemen, before I begin, I would like to ask you a question. Who influences your life the most today? Is it your parents, your teachers, your friends, or perhaps someone you follow on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube? A few years ago, children often look up to the teachers, athletes, or community leaders as a role model. But today, things have changed. Many young people spend hours watching influencers online, following their lifestyle, opinions, fashion choices, and even daily activities. This leads us to an important question. Should influencers be considered modern role models? Well, today I would like to discuss the topic about influencers as modern role model. Ladies and gentlemen, influencers are individuals who have the ability to affect people's opinion, decisions, and behavior through social media platforms. Because millions of people watch their content every day, influencers can shape trends, attitudes, and also lifestyle. Well, in my opinion, influencers can become positive role models, but they can also create negative impact if people follow them blindly. Let's think critically about this. First, influencers can have a positive influence on society. Many influencers use their platform to educate and inspire people. They share useful information about education, health, self development, businesses, and also social issues. For example, many content creators today share study tips, scholarship information, career advice, and motivational content for students. Some influencers encourage young people to improve themselves, learn new skills, and become more productive. This creates an important question. Without social media influencers, would many young people have access to the same inspiration and information? For some people, the answer might be no. Influencers can also raise awareness about important social issues. For example, many influencers use their platforms to support environmental campaigns, mental health awareness, charity activities, and also disaster relief efforts. Because they have the large audience, their messages can reach people quickly and create positive social impact. However, despite these benefits, there are also serious concerns. One major issue is that not all influencers set a good example. A real example that we often see around us is when some influencers promote unrealistic lifestyle on social media. They may constantly show expensive products, luxury vacations, branded clothing, or seemingly perfect lives. As a result, many young people begin comparing themselves with what they see in online. Some students may start thinking, why is my life not like theirs? Why don't I have the same things? This comparison can create feelings or insecurity and dissatisfaction. Now, I want to think about this. Are we seeing reality or we only seeing carefully edited on content designed to attract attention? Ladies and gentlemen, social media often shows only the best moment of someone's life, not the struggles, failures, or challenges behind the scene. Another issue is that some influencers promote harmful behavior for popularity. For example, there have been cases where influencers spread information, participate dangerous online trends, or promote products without fully understanding their effects. Some followers trust this recommendation simply because they admire the influencer. Ladies and gentlemen, this creates another important question. Should popularity automatically make someone a role model? Having a millions of followers does not necessarily mean someone has knowledge, responsibility, or good values. Another example can be seen among students themselves. Sometimes young people imitate influencers' lifestyle, fashion trends, or behavior without thinking critically. Some even spend large amounts of money buying products simply because their favorite influencer used them. Instead of making decisions based on their own needs, they begin making decisions based on online influence. This can affect financial habits, self confidence, and also personal identity. Another concern is that social media can make people focus more on popularity than character. Many young people today dream of becoming famous influencers because they see success, money, and also attention online. However, we should ask ourselves, is being popular more important than having honesty, responsibility, and kindness? I believe true role models should not only influence people but also inspire values and responsible behavior. In my opinion, influencers are not entirely good and entirely bad. They are simply people with influence. The real responsibility also lies with us as audiences. We should learn to think critically before following someone's opinions, lifestyle, or advice instead of asking, how many followers does this person have? Perhaps we should ask, what value does this person teach? Well, to conclude, influencers have become powerful figures in modern society. They can inspire people, spread knowledge, and create positive change. However, they can also promote unrealistic expectation and influence people in harmful ways. Before I end this presentation, I would like to think about one final question. If millions of people were watching your action every day, what kind of role model would you choose to become? Perhaps to answer that question matter more than the number of followers someone has. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I can explain about my topic for today. Thank you for your attention and see you next video.